Hey friend, how's it going? Thomas Decker here from guitarrevolution.ca. Today I want to talk to you about something one of my students brought to my attention. He takes my course called Lead Guitar Bootcamp, where I go through with my students through 8 weeks, 6 days a week, 40 minutes a day, and we go deep and work really hard in certain skills that every lead guitarist play every time they're playing guitar. One of them, on week 2, we work on the technique or the knowledge of starting to understand the caged system. How I do that is I get the octaves, and from there we build power chords. There. We build power chords with the intention of building layers of guitars. It's a very simple and effective way for you to create guitar layers, meaning not clashing with other instruments. Cut through the mix, right? Very simple. And today I thought, okay, maybe if that was a light bulb moment for him, that can also be for you. So I hope I can help you with this. Also, if you want to go deeper in your understanding of your confidence of playing guitar, just click the link below. Start my Solo Confidence Starter Kit. It's a free mini course where I send you every day for the next week one lesson a day, and incrementally we're gonna build up your confidence and your skills on soloing. 1 week from now you're gonna be in a different level of confidence when it comes to soloing. All right, so like I said, we start with the chords, connecting the chords from the caged system. I started right here on C, okay? C major, cowboy chord, country, what do you call it? Maybe a church C, right? I love it, by the way. I use this all the time, even when I play electric. It has just beautiful tone. But let's pen here now the octaves, the root. Here, of course, the bass is starting on the C. Here's the octave. Okay, so on the C shape, we have this and we have this. 2 C notes. Okay, simple like that. Let's move on the fretboard. The next shape on the word caged, the acronym, is the A, right? So we're gonna place our finger 1 right here, and we're gonna play our A shape to fret forward. Here we have the root, and here the shape. But the octave is on my ring finger here, on G string. Okay, so here I have the root, and here, if I go back on C, it's here, and the B string, finger 1. All right, now let's move on. Caged. Next letter on the acronym is G. So I'm gonna replace my 3 fingers here by finger 1, and then I can play the G shape, reaching all the way in the fret 8. You can see a different voicing of the chord already, right? Start here. Again. And now here we have 3 octaves. First one, G on fret 5. That's what comes from the A shape, right? And then another octave is on the E string, high E, where my pinky is. This is the easiest to reach. It's right there. And the other one is the same fret, my ring finger reaching all the way there. It's a little discomfortable or uncomfortable. I'm thinking in Portuguese you say discomfortable, uncomfortable. ESL, huh? There we go. So here, here, and here. All right, so we have 1, 2, 3. All right, the next letter on the word caged after G is that E. Right, fret 8, right? I have this shape right here. I don't know, I keep on changing here, not find the right tone, maybe middle section here. There. Have a bar on the fret A, E position here with the 3 fingers. Now we already know that here and here we have 2 octaves, or yeah, 2 C's, 2 octaves up higher, right? 2 octaves of distance. Now there's a mid section here on the D string. Okay, so again, we have here finger 1, finger 3, actually my finger 4, but I like finger 3 there, and then 1 on the high E. Oops. Okay, let's go from the top. C, shape A, shape G, shape E. Now let's do the last letter, which is D, caged, and it will be on the D string. Okay. This is very uncomfortable as well. I mean, for my hand at least. But the octave is here and in here again. Okay, on the pinky and finger 1, fret 10 and 13. String D and B. From the top, C, A, G, E, D. Starting here, repeats all over. C, A, G, E. Right? So here, like this, we map out every single note on the root of those shapes. In this case, C. In this case, C. Now we have the octaves. Let's transform them into power chords by adding the 5th. And not every single chord will work perfectly, so we're gonna have to change and add a few things, but this is how I like to see and I teach my students, okay? Starting here on this, I don't touch the top one. Oh, by the way, as we go up the fretboard, we're gonna see how the sound will open up. That means that will give you options to play with other instruments, to play with other guitarists, play with the piano, with the acoustic, with the bass, without clashing, even different electric. So if the electric players, acoustic players here, an option that you can use right here is play the 3 high strings here. So I have G, C, and G again. You see that I'm adding my pinky here, or this note here, right? It's not necessarily on the C shape. It can be, but that's an option, okay? Now on A shape is the classic power chord on A string, right? Usually for a more chunky or tight sounding rhythm, right? As you move on to G, the way that I like to do is I play these 2 notes on D and G string, and I double them on the B and E string. So here I'm playing G and C, here too, G and C. And that gives me a very open sounding power chord. Very different than this. Right? So this already, you're not even high on the fret, and you already have like a very open sound. Cool? The next one will be the E shape. So again, it's very common to see. Chunky, right? And that's all right. That's that fits in a lot of situations, but sometimes you want a little higher. So you go over the D shape, and you can add your pinky as well. Finger 1, 3, and 4. Fret 10, 12, 13. And also, you can go a little higher by doing the octave that we did down here. By doing this. This is so bright, so open, right? Sometimes in a high chorus or high bridge, you want to hit that and add that to the mix. So that's just so like bright, so high. So I would stop here, but you could go even further to A and octave of G. Extreme, right? But I don't know, why not, right? So there you go, we have all these options for your power chords. So here, 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 and last but not least, this. Here you have a whole bunch, and you can use them as you like to create different layers, different arrangement of guitars. I hope this is helpful, hope this is inspiring. So again, if you want to go deeper, just sign up for my Solo Confidence Starter Kit, totally free. I'll send the next week, every day, a lesson to build your confidence, build your skills. Hope to see you in the next one. See you then.